guys and welcome to the sim scene. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing this build with you that I've done. It's basically just me playing around with all the content that we got from the Paranormal Stuff Pack. I didn't really know where I was going with this, so I started it off as a modern type build. I think I saw something on a Facebook group and then I'm like, right, I'm going to change it into like a fairy tale type cottage thing. So yeah, that's the vibe that we're going for. I don't know if some of you are aware that I also play on Mac as well as PC, but I record my videos on PC, but I mainly play on Mac. And I've recreated this family. I'm saying family because I've only created the guy, but I've made him a dog called Ghost, which I will be incorporating into the playthrough if I think I will end up playing through with it. But I thought to myself that I'm gonna have like a backstory. So this guy, I can't even remember his name, he is a detective who, when he were on shift one day at work, he had a paranormal experience and then decided that he wanted to pursue paranormal investigations as a career. So yeah, that's where we're going with that one, and I think she's just like his wife who tags along and just starts a business with him, really. I don't really know her side of things as of yet, but that's where we're going with it. So that's why I didn't really want to make the whole house solely paranormal sort of themed, like spooky, seance. Like they've got a kitchen table and they can have that as a seance area, I guess. But yeah, so obviously I've put it in, oh, what's that freaking world called? I put it in this world, I can't remember the name of it. So I thought today I'd do a bit of a twist. I thought I would share with you some of my paranormal experiences that I've had over the years. So I, for as long as I can remember, have always been interested in the paranormal. I'm a very, very open-minded person, so even when I didn't have any sort of experiences, unexplainable ones, let's just say, I was never like non-believer. I was always curious. So we'll start off with the one that I had in about August of 2014. So I went on a trip to France with my family. We stayed in this massive converted barn that I believe it was about 300 years old. So we'd stayed there a few nights. Me and my cousin were sharing a room and we were both on FaceTime to our boyfriends at the time when we both heard a knock at the door. So we shouted, "Come in," no answer. And then we heard a knock at the door again when we started talking to our boyfriends again. So I got up to answer the door and there was nobody there. Now we both, so it wasn't just me, it was my cousin as well. I think we stayed there for about 14 nights or something. So after the first week, or after a good few nights, this wasn't my experience, but I went to the supermarket and a few of the family members stayed at home. There were about 3 or 4 of them all in the living room together. Bearing in mind this whole house was to us, there was nobody there, and they all heard furniture being dragged upstairs. And then a story from my auntie saying that she saw her son go and switch the bathroom light on, the ensuite bathroom light on, that had they couldn't find the switch for it anywhere. And then he turned it off, and obviously she woke up in the middle of the night to see him do that. And then she drifted off again, then woke up and she said that she witnessed a man stood at the end of the bed in a top hat, and then a lady sat on the bed and she was like in Victorian attire. So yeah, that was that one. So that's that story. But yeah, I've tried researching the history of this place. It does have a website. It's still available for everybody to go and visit. I do want to go and visit again because as I've got older from that experience, I've got more and more curious to the point where I've actually gone on investigations myself with my partner Ryan, who's currently fast asleep. That was my first sort of weird experience that was like set in stone, that it wasn't just me that were experiencing things. So the next one was in January of 2015. Me and my boyfriend at the time had been asked to look after my boss at the time's house while she went away for the month of January. We'd been there a good while, we'd started to get under each other's feet, we'd been arguing a lot. I'd noticed that there were pasta, like dried pasta, just scattered about everywhere, and I thought it was him, so I shouted at him. After a few more days, there were no more pasta, blah blah blah. And then another day we got into another argument, and to the point where he got in his car, drove off. I think we were going to build a snowman before we started arguing. So he got in his car, drove off back to his house to have a breather. And as he was away, one of my Ugg boots, okay, so this is my Ugg boot, quite a big boot, filled to the brim with pasta. I'm not kidding. So when he came back, I said, he was still in a bit of a huff with me, but I said to him, have you filled my boot with pasta? Tell me the truth. And he said, no, I have not touched your boot. And I said, you're not having a laugh at me, are you? Are you being serious? Because my boot's like full of pasta and I didn't touch it. I swear down, I did not touch it. So yeah, that happened. I don't think it were him, because he was still in a mood with me and he told me the truth. Well, he told me that. So a few months went by and I was still working at this place, and I brought it up to a colleague, saying, I was telling her my story and everything. And I says to her, where's the, didn't like the boss's mum pass away quite a few years ago? She says, oh yeah, her ashes are in the bedroom. I was like, you are? Yeah, in the guest bedroom where I was sleeping. And I was like, right, okay then. So I think I told my boss, but I didn't bring up like her mum, and she was like, well, it won't have been my mum that put pasta in your boots, because my mum hates pasta. Probably were your mum then. Yeah, anyway, I put 2 and 2 together, but I always do, so there you go. My 2 most recent ones. Okay, so in the summer of last year, me and Ryan started urbexing, or he'd been urbexing for ages, but he took me along with him. And we went to this place that we like to call the farmhouse. This was like the sort of back end of the explores that we did. We'd gone upstairs in this farmhouse and there were books scattered everywhere. And we went into the bedroom, what would have been the bed, well, it is the bedroom. And I felt a tug on my pants, which was a bit weird because there was nobody behind me, it was just me and my partner. I looked down and there was a cross by my foot, directly down from where my leg was being tugged. Not my leg, my trouser bottoms, or my jacket, I think it was my jacket. But yeah, that was weird. And then, the most recent one, which I'm a bit, I don't know if I'm going to put this in, because I don't know, and it's giving me chills just thinking about it, because something could potentially go wrong from me telling you this right now, and I'm telling you, I don't know. Right, I'm going to weigh things now and I'm going to think, oh my god, I'm cursed. Right, okay. So I'm not going to mention any names. Ryan and I were going to do like a docu-series on YouTube on our other channel, focusing on, like, I'm just going to say it, we're going to do a serial killer documentary series, but focusing, like, I can't really remember. I've done a lot of research on this particular case because it was one that was closest to us, and so we could like investigate, and we actually know people who knew the people involved and everything. So this particular offender passed away, not passed away, he died. He got killed by coronavirus. I don't want to say passed away because he doesn't deserve the term passed away. So he died of coronavirus in December when I was researching the topic. And the night he died, my notebook vanished and I cannot find it to this day. And that is all I'm going to say on the matter because now I'm scared. So yeah. So guys, that is the end of all my horror stories, not my horror stories, my paranormal experiences thus far. I hope there's more because I'm very curious and I want to look more into it personally and stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the build. Do let me know, I've got some ideas, but let me know if there's any specific builds that you want me to do or cast videos because I haven't done them in a while. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.